I don't know what I was thinking, um, or if I even had things here, but I've been looking for things recently and I can't find them. And I don't know if I had them in Japan to begin with, or if they never made it here. Like because I had my place in New York, and I was kind of going between the two. So I had like my main storage there, and then I had the essential camera gear here.
Hmm.
And now when I'm looking for very specific little things, I'm having a hard time finding them, and I don't remember if I sold them somewhere. Like usually I just go to I go to the camera stores in New York and just like unload stuff every 3 or 4 years. Like I just did last month, so I don't have any digital cameras anymore. I walked in there with my big DSLR and my little point and shoot, and I walk out with $2,400, and it's just like cool. I'll shoot film for a bit. Um, but now like I'm looking for this little old Canon point and shoot because it has such a unique look for the video mode. And I'm like, did I sell this like 4 years ago? Like I don't remember.
What do you
And
have? I mean, like when you go to Tokyo, like when you go back to Japan, like how do you just have like a suitcase, or are you paying for like extra luggage every time you go?
oh no, like I have a room here. Like
What I mean
I
is
have
like,
everything.
how are you bringing all your stuff to Japan from New
Well, the
York?
first the first time the first time that I came back, when I had a room that was actually mine, I flew with, like I've used Delta for the longest time, so I had like 5 fly 3 bags for free with 2 carry-ons.
Hmm.
So I did. Like at one point, I could fly with 8 other people, and all their bags would be free if it was booked under my ticket.
Are you serious?
Fly
Yeah.
three
Like
bags
like if
for
I
free
was if I was
with
like a
two
tour
carry-on
manager
or
or something.
something. Like the whole band could fly with their bags for free. But yeah, I'm not so loyal to Delta anymore because the perks have just kind of evaporated. But yeah, I just brought a bunch of stuff out. Like
Yeah.
I have everything that I need here. I have some stuff stashed in my mom's closet back in the States. And now that I'm remembering like very specific items, I'm like, damn, I could use that right now. Like right I wish you could see how my phone is propped up right now because I don't have the little phone tripod thing that I thought I had. So I have one of those like octopus tripods, the bendable thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I got one over
It's
here.
just like resting upside down on the bed here. What is this
Nice, nice.
thing? Congratulations. Is a free gift? I don't know
People
what
can
this is.
actually give you on this app. People can actually pay you, like give you donations.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so we got some donations today.
Do you earn money?
Yeah, it's like real money.
No, I mean like have you
Uh
personally?
I mean, people have given me like $10 in the past week. It's not
That's
like
cool.
it's not like anything
I
substantial,
mean,
but
I just made $26 on a quick crypto trade like 10 minutes ago. So that's like five sashimi bowl lunches for me here.
yeah. Well, yeah, but hold on. So
At the place that I went with you for the first time,
wait, which one is
Daido
that?
Koya, the tiny conveyor belt spot in my neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, the one that once you
That
brought me there,
dude,
I just went there every fucking day because that.
that's the spot, dude.
Yeah.
The lunch special for the chirashi don, like the sashimi bowl with miso soup, is 800 yen. Dude, it's like fucking $4.90.
Man, it is. Yeah, this like the cost of fish in Japan just unbelievable, and it's I feel like I can't think of any other place in the world where you eat fish so frequently and it's just so accessible. I mean, have you ever
Yeah.
experienced that anywhere else?
I mean, when like after I started visiting here and then going back to the States and being in New York and LA, um, it was really difficult to go out to eat sushi because it's super expensive. And even if it's expensive, even if it's not like, people are charging 200, 300, $400 for an omakase. Like
Right.
it's, it's ridiculous. But even if you go to a place that's going to cost you $80, it's not that good. So I just started going to the fish markets and the Japanese markets and getting the fish myself and making sushi at home. So,
Oh shit.
you
Like
know,
in the US.
yeah, like in New York, the Japanese market that I went to is called Sunrise Mart, and it's in Soho. So I could walk over there like 20 minutes and grab like a quarter pound of salmon for $8, a little container of scallops that was probably like $5, and then I go home and I get like 12 or 13 slices of the salmon out of that. I cut the scallops in half, so I get probably like 10 of those. If I want to eat that all at once, I can, or I leave some, and then the next day I have my leftover rice and I just make a little bowl. So I get 2 meals out of that. But if you go eat like, dude, 13 pieces of salmon is gonna be like $100 bill.
Yeah.
Like, and here I have a grocery store like 50 meters away, and I got now I'm thinking everything in grams, like no pounds here. So it was 300 grams tuna and salmon combined, and it cost me $7. Like, and I just make it myself
And
here.
it's like it's sushi. It's like sashimi grade, right? I mean, I feel like that's also a difference between the stuff that you're going to get in the States.
Yeah, you can't walk into any grocery store in America and just grab fish and eat it raw.
Right.
Like here you assume everything is meant to be eaten as it is. Like, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
I'm putting down like raw eggs, like it's no problem. I don't even think twice about it. Like, my friends come to visit in the winter and we go snowboard, and we'll go we'll go to some izakaya and or like a yakitori spot, and I like the tsukune, like the chicken meatball.
Yeah, this is like one of the things I think that changes the most when you live in a country where there's like a lot of quality and security in the food you eat, because it's the same in Korea where like I literally was just talking about this 20 minutes ago, is like after at 4 a.m. we're going to a bar and we're eating raw beef with the raw egg yolk, just casually at 4 a.m. drunk, like not even sober, like drunk eating that, like not worried at all about throwing up or whatever. Like, it's just like, that's something that I mean, you would never eat raw, like you might eat carpaccio or something, but like in the States, but this is just like a mountain of raw beef. Like, that's right. Hmm. I mean, and look, do you have as much? I kind of like wonder, do you have as much risk eating eggs as chicken for salmonella? Because like what we're worried about salmonella usually in the states, right? That's like the big E. coli, right? Yeah, that too. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I guess like you just eat what's natural and what everyone else is eating, and you're fine. Like I actually, I mean, this is kind of gross, but I never had. Well, I guess I just won't tell it in a gross way. I don't have to go all the way. I've never had like stomach issues in Korea. Like not even one time did I ever have any sort of like yeah stomach issues. In Mexico, I was like exactly. What is it? Sure. Yeah. Hmm. Damn. Wait, are you talking the chicken that they put in that they have in like the cooked chicken that they have, like the fried chicken? Oh, okay. You're talking about the grilled chicken. Right. Yeah, yeah. I remember you. Damn, dude, that's a deep cut. Oh, damn. KFC in Japan must be nice. Oh, really? You went to KFC when you were in Korea? Hmm. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't think I've ever eaten fast food in Japan or Korea. It's just like not a thing. It's never on my mind. Like I'm never thinking like, right. Hmm. Yeah. Like the last time I think I ate McDonald's was in the States. I was like 17 or something. And I remember pulling off the top. Yeah. I pulled, because it traumatized me. I pulled the bun off of the, I pulled the bun off of the burger and I was in an altered state of mind at the time. And, the burger was gray, like, like a light, it looked like ash, the color of ashes, and it just looked like the surface of the moon with all these like nasty ass craters in it and shit. And I was like, this is not edible. Like this is not. And all my friends are like going crazy eating, like whatever. And I'm just like, I could never. After that point, I could never eat fast food again. Oh yeah, I kind of. And so yeah, now when people go, but I think like you said, it comes down to I think what every country's food regulations are, and I imagine that I know in Korea, like they take it pretty seriously. Europe, they take it pretty seriously. Japan, I'm sure they also take it maybe more seriously than all of them, right?
New Zealand, or maybe Australia as well. But I'm just thinking. I know a lot of the advertisements are about the produce coming from Japan and like featuring the farmers here and that kind of stuff. Um, so my Aussie friend chimes in. He's like, "Yeah, it's not much better coming from Australia." I'm like, "Dude, you go live in America and see what the standards are there before you start comparing like how bad it is other places."
Yeah, that's always really interesting. I think like dealing with people who are comparing, but they have low frame of reference. Like if you've never been to the U.S., like you don't really know what shit is. Because what's crazy to me is like even in like a developing country like Peru, right? Like it's still Peru's like better at like TGI Fridays than like the US is in terms of quality of food. Like that's sad, you know? Like a country where like 50% of the people are in poverty can still figure out how to do food at a level that's like edible.
Oh, the best Pizza Hut I ever had was in Guatemala.
Oh, dude, yeah. South American Pizza Huts.
Middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere, Guatemala. Like not even the city. I'm just blown away.
Actually, that's a good point. Would you consider like Pizza Hut and Domino's, would you consider those things fast food?
Yeah, I think, but again, it comes down to the ingredients being used. I saw someone posted something on one of the 15 social media apps yesterday saying that their mom ordered pizza from Domino's, and the bill was $65 for two pizzas from Domino's. And I'm just like, dude, I ordered Domino's here, and it was, I don't know, 1,500 yen for two little pizzas, and that's like, tax included, like no tip. Just, I mean, this is delivered to my door for, what is that even, like $9? And again, I know the ingredients are different, and that thing, but it's not the same. Pizza Hut is definitely different. They don't have the same like menu here at all. It's not anything to write home about. I tried, I've tried them all. But there's a really high level competition of pizza in Tokyo, like Napoli style pizza.
Mm.
The food industry, the pizza business here is very competitive, and these guys are perfectionists, and they make it really, really, really well. So I get a bit of what I need, you know,
Mm.
like as a New Yorker, I don't have like New York pizza. I mean,
Right.
there's a place that's pretty good, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's just
It just won't be the
you
same.
know, you can do slices and whatever else, but it's funny because that business is called Pizza Slice. So they have a couple locations, and their main one, which is probably a 10-minute walk from Shibuya. Um, the inside is all white tile, kind of like New York City subway style. Like they got the vibe down. They got the pizza, thin crust, big pie. But they partnered with Verdi. Do you know who Verdi is? He's a designer, illustrator. He does a bunch of things like
I'll look him up.
yeah, like Girls Don't Cry, Wasted Youth, and he's just doing collaborations with like every big brand. He's kind of in that realm of like Nigo, the guy who started Bape.
Mm.
It's like Nigo and Verdi.
When
Verdi
I
works
search
with
Verdi, I get
Pharrell.
like a dude from like the 50s.
V
VERDI?
V E R VERDY.
Oh, why? Okay.
He works with Pharrell a lot. Um, so
Is he
he
Japanese?
He's Japanese, yeah. He partnered with Pizza Slice, and they opened a shop in Osaka called
Oh,
Henry's.
bro, yeah, because I've seen this guy's stuff at like
Henry's
Uniqlo.
Henry's is some of the best New York style pizza I've had outside New York. Their garlic knots are better than 90% of New York garlic knots at like a Pizza Slice shop in New York City. They nailed it.
Damn. What's it called?
Henry's Pizza.
Henry's?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here. I might
But
as well go check it out.
it's in Osaka.
Oh, it's
So
in
um,
Osaka. I thought it was in.
yeah,
I thought this one was in New York. So you
no,
okay?
no,
So
no.
this is the one you. But so he partnered with Henry's in Osaka.
He partnered with the Pizza Slice company here in Tokyo and opened Henry's in Osaka.
Ah, okay,
Um,
on his own.
and I was there. I was there for the opening, and yeah, I've been back there since then. It's good. It's like really, really proper. Um, there's something in the water here, like New York City. Same, it must be same pH balance or something like that, because the way that the dough cooks is very, very, very close. And it's something that even LA doesn't have. West Coast water is different. It's so different than East Coast water. So you have that pocket of New York, and I know like New Haven claims they're the original pizza city, but that East Coast New York Connecticut zone
Mm.
has a certain brand of pizza that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. But here, these guys make the Neapolitan style top notch. It's not €4 like in Italy, but it's maybe like 1,500 yen for a little brick oven pizza that's cooked in a minute.
Well, I'm looking at Henry's right now, and it's. I'm not like I'm not impressed with the aesthetic. It looks a bit. It looks like it's not that good,
Harsh critic.
but I like that the actual like the actual space like this. It's definitely like New York style slash New
Yeah.
Jersey style. Like
The
the
only thing in
fonts
the
and
fridge,
everything.
only thing in the fridge there is Bud Heavy and water bottles.
But I'm sure it tastes good. I'm sure it tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a charm in the corner pizza shop that doesn't have branding, you know?
Dude, this garlic knot looks bomb though.
Like,
Damn.
oh, it's the best. I stayed when I was in New York last. I stayed at my buddy's place in Greenpoint, and I never lived in Greenpoint. I've never stayed in Greenpoint before. Like I lived in Williamsburg years ago, so I've always been in Greenpoint, but like it was my first time posting up there. So trying a different neighborhood and seeing what it has to offer, and first question, what's the pizza? Where's the pizza at? And he, of course, like typical fashion, no one knows the name of the place. It's
Right.
just the place down there.
Mm-hmm.
So um, we go and we check it out, and of course, it's just I don't know, $2.75 slice, like not expensive. Got like three slices and six knots, and I got I splurged and I got the Coco Rico, the I think it's Cuban coconut soda. Um, Really good. I only know of it from my Cuban sandwich spot in Midtown. Like it's the only place I've ever seen this soda. It's just like cane sugar, um, coconut soda, and they had it at the pizza shop, so I got that. I'd like get all three slices and knots and soda for I don't know, like under $15, which is like whoa, crazy.
For New York, yeah. Wait, so
Yeah,
I'm actually looking at the prices in this place, Henry's. So it says it's like a cheese slice is like 450 yen. How many how many dollars is like 450 yen?
like 1,000 yen is about 675.
Okay.
So looking at it like, every hundred is 67 cents, 68 cents.
Okay. Yeah, so it's honestly like New York prices pretty much.
Yeah. But I mean, the fancy places in New York are like $5 a slice now.
Fuck. I haven't actually tried. I
Like
haven't been
all the dollar slice. I got a funny photo of a dollar slice place that they taped, like the awning is maroon, so they found, or they sharpied tape over the .00 and put new .50 over it.
Damn, dude. It's just it's so sad.
Like what is your overhead? Like I know there's rent, but like what's
I think
your
that's it though, right?
materials like water, flour,
I really think I
cheese.
don't even think that I'm sure that the cheese and the flour and all that shit's probably getting cheaper because they're probably using worse quality shit. But like the rent, it's just the rent, right? That's all it is.
Greedy landlords just keep going up.
I don't know if it's true, but I once heard that like most pizza places in New York City get all their ingredients from like the same place. Like there's like a delivery truck that goes every morning and just like throws bags of mozzarella like into
I
pizza
mean,
places.
it's kind of like a bit of a racket.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Back in the day, you probably did not have a successful pizza shop unless you were buying your tomatoes and your cheese from some mob owned company.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Like you didn't get the tomatoes from the right place
Mm-hmm.
unless you were kind of under the control of a certain family who got them from a certain family in Italy. Like the what is it, the San Marzano
Oh yeah, the
tomatoes.
tomatoes. Yeah.
Like there's this like I saw a video on this once. Like when you go into certain pizza places, you see the cans of tomatoes that they have, and it's a very specific can that you know, like this sauce is gonna fuck.
It's the yeah. You're talking about the San. Is it San Marzano, right? San Marzano.
I think it's the one. I can see it right
Me
now
too.
because I worked at a pizza place in Arizona, and they had that kind.
So I'd say Cento is good, but it's San Marzano. This is the one you're talking about. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got it's just like literally like a tomato, like a long elongated oval tomato,
yeah,
just pasted
yeah,
all
yeah.
along the can. Yeah, this is the one that my dad buys too, and he would like make sauce when I was a kid. This is the he'd always get this one. So, or if they didn't have it, then you get Cento. But
Yeah. Yeah, and then polio mozzarella.
yeah, it was like
Yeah,
all.
have you seen this little kid that's famous on Instagram now named Tony Cash?
No.
Dude, he's gonna have some kind of role
Oh yeah,
in Italian film real soon.
I've seen this guy. I've seen this kid. Yeah,
Like hearing this kid say forget about it.
it's so good. What's his? Do you know his actual story? Like where he's from?
I mean he's gotta be from South Brooklyn.
Right.
Staten or Bay Ridge or something. Like he's there's no way he's from anywhere else. I mean, I guess there's always a chance he's from Long Island, but maybe Jersey side. He's like straight out. He's like a fucking Sopranos kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing is, obviously, he got trained on that. Like, no kid. Like, my dad has a strong New York accent, and I had a little bit growing up with him, but like, I got rid of all of it now. Like, it's totally gone. You know,
Yeah,
I feel like to maintain this accent in 2025, you gotta study it.
you gotta you gotta be in it, and even being in New York City isn't being in it.
Right.
Like I didn't know how I sounded until I moved to Arizona. So I'm starting sixth grade, and this kid uh, came up like realized I was new and came up and said what's up and introduced himself and he asked me if I played any sports and I said yeah I play basketball and baseball and he's just like are you from New York or something? I'm like how did you know? Like I had no idea.
Yeah.
and so because I lived there from sixth grade on, like I don't have any of it anymore. Really, I feel like my my tone and cadence, my dialect is kind of like that of a geographic mutt because I went from New York to Arizona. Arizona had like a weird mix of like California, but Wild West, like more American, you know, like you kind of hear that a little bit, but um, sometimes like if I'm talking fast, usually this happens when I'm in New York. Like I can't talk fast here. Like I will lose people if I
Mm.
talk normal New York speed. But in New York, if I'm talking fast, sometimes the slips. Like I'll say coffee
Right.
and it just happens and you're like where the fuck did that come from um
Yeah, I get that with
my
water. Water.
yeah like my my mom doesn't have the anymore but she still has the how do they say the o's like forest orange like that you know like I'm a
It's
the like meat dude the the most uh, that I've ever heard it was a family friend. They had a barbecue and they had a son my age named Brian, and they had a dog named Bosco. The dog was a boxer. So Bosco is running around the yard and he's not neutered, so his balls are just swinging everywhere. And my sister's name is Deanna, but this kid Brian, he was like the first ADHD kid that I ever knew. Like the kid, he's like Do you remember the Mike Myers, Philip the Hyper Hypo skits where he's like in a harness and a helmet attached to the jungle gym?
No, but I already know what you're. I could totally picture it
Yeah,
without seeing it.
this kid was bouncing off the walls all the time. But he never got my sister's name right. He always called her Diana. Like her name is Deanna, and she'd always get so pissed because it's like it's not that hard. Like we hang out with you guys all the time. So um, so the dog's running around, and he sees her like watching the dog run around, and I hear him just go, "Hey Diana, look at the dog's ball sack." Like,
Dude.
yeah, that's the New York accent in one thing, because it's always the joke like,
Damn.
let me get a quarter for a water for my daughter's dog. Go
I,
for a walk in the forest.
but and you're like you grew up in is that in Long Island, right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's
it's
like
pretty strong.
it's pretty. It's also crazy how different it is from like Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, I mean it, but you know,
Or Staten
once
Island even.
you spend time in these two cities that you and I live, like I know you're kind of away from city center. I'm in the city, but now when I travel out of the city and I realize how similar the layout of New York, New Jersey, upstate, and Brooklyn, it I mean Brooklyn is part of Long Island geographically, but
Mm,
like I lived 40 minutes from Penn Station, and so I see how the trains work here and how a civilized, progressive, developed country expands from the city.
right.
And I see, like, I can look at my old train station and it's visually exact to how train stations here look that are 40 minutes outside. But there, you can't just like walk to your house from the train station because it's just that train station. There's no like smaller line that goes off of it. It's too widespread. So and like it's the same trains there that I was riding when I was 5 years old. Like nothing's changed. And then you start to realize, look at Los Angeles. If Los Angeles had trains, Los Angeles would be very similar to Tokyo and Seoul.
Right.
A whole bunch of different neighborhoods that are very connected, no separation, easy to get everywhere. But you're like, yeah, I think that that opportunity is like long gone. Like it's not possible. So yeah, like only 40 minutes from New York City, but that was a world away for me.
Oh
That
yeah.
was like I remember only going in the city maybe like three times ever as a kid,
Oh
from
shit.
like birth to 11 years old.
Damn.
Like my parents did not
Yeah. Yeah.
like New York City because their parents instilled fear in them about New York City. So people that lived on Long Island, maybe my friend's dad commuted, like business guy in the city. He'd always come home with like the bootleg VHS tapes. So like we're seeing all the Ninja Turtles movies before they're like out on VHS. They're just like handy cam filming in the theater, you know? Um, I thought that was the coolest thing. But you see this guy and he's like wearing a suit. He like goes to this place every day. Like, where is he going? Like, what is it? But here, you have like there's like 6 year olds, 7 year olds in their little school uniform just riding the train by themselves, commuting. You know,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
like, what what is it? The American suburban mind cannot comprehend this.
I mean, I don't know if it's true too, like for in Japan, but like in Korea, people. So like, yeah, I'm living like let's say 40 minutes, 50 minutes away from like South Gangnam, which is like one of the popular, really popular like metropolis feeling areas in Seoul. But the people in the area that I live in, they feel like this. They feel like there's a lot of the same people that you would see in Gangnam. Like when you go to Gangnam, people look kind of the same. It's actually, there's literally Gangnam Face. It's like a idea because
Is that
everyone,
like that's like from the song?
no, it's Gangnam Face is like because everyone who hangs out in Gangnam gets plastic surgery. So they kind of end up looking kind of similar. So, but, but you have a lot of people that are like Gangnam Face in my neighborhood, right? It's just like, it's a mixture of all different types of Seoul people, but like everyone's still kind of like a city Seoulite vibe, even though it's technically actually one block out of Seoul.
Yeah,
But like in the US, like I'm right now I'm at my mom's place. She's 40 minutes out from New York City. You were
yeah.
in Long Island, right? Like 40 minutes out. It's like these people are totally different breed than a New Yorker.
Oh
It's
yeah.
totally different type of person. So it's
Long
like,
Island is like a red state.
right. That's so
Like
true. Yeah, and
like
same with here. I don't know if New Jersey's a red
everybody
state,
just
but
driving a car, you know? Like sitting in a chair that transports you. Not walking, not moving around, not commuting, just living in their own little world.
yeah. It's
And you know, I'm fortunate that this is how I grew up because it created the curiosity that may have not existed if I was always going into the city as a kid. You know what I mean? I thought, what is this mysterious place? I need to find out more. And then as I got older and we started to go back to visit New York, I was just getting dropped at the train station with my old neighbor who was a little older than me or my sister. Like eventually we just rode the train in together, and my because my parents didn't want to, so they like, here, go. All right, cool. Took the train into Penn Station and you know, wandered around. Like had to go see TRL. Where's TRL? I have to see MTV Studios. Like let me see that in front of me. like um,
I don't know, man. I think
after
that's just because you're curious. Like, because I was in the city all the time when I was younger, but I always just knew, like, fuck this place. Like, fuck New Jersey. Like, I want to be in the city. Like, this is, I think it's just a type of person. Like, you know, think it's just a type of person. Like, the speed with which your brain seeks out stimulus, let's say, right?
yeah,
Like, I feel
yeah,
I'm in Chinatown and I'm like at peace. Like, that's like weird, you know?
yeah,
It's
dude.
like,
That's why I liked living in Lower East Side
yeah.
Chinatown area. Like I wouldn't want to live anywhere else if I was to live there again.
Then Lower East
Like
Side. Yeah.
if we're talking unlimited funds, then yeah, I would like to embark on a brownstone project somewhere like, you know, Clinton Hill, Fort Greene, Bed-Stuy, renovate, you know, like do that thing. If I had $2 million cash, because that's the only way you're ever gonna buy something, because no one's gonna accept your offer with a mortgage. So like you show up with 2 mil cash and you do the thing. But if I was just renting an apartment in New York City, I'm for sure living in Manhattan, and it will be the lower end. Like somewhere in Chinatown is preferred because
Have you been to
I
Kiki's?
just was that.
Have you been to Kiki's?
Oh yeah, that's my old hood.
Yeah.
That that area, which I do not refer to it by its trend name, um, because it's just like it's the most hypocritical shit where all these people that are against gentrification just so openly refer to it as the name that is good for marketing, and it's Chinatown. It's Canal Street. It's Chinatown. You know,
Yeah.
so like I love that area. That COVID changed that area so much for the better, beyond anywhere else in New York City. Or maybe there's like one other street that really retained closures, but Canal after 4 p.m. is every day closed.
Really?
Chairs and tables out in the street. It is a whole different vibe than what existed before.
Still,
No,
like even right now. Like if I were to
Yeah,
go right now on a
it
Saturday night.
it just like it changed forever, and it's really amazing because a lot of streets had this like open streets thing, but like my street on Orchard, for example, some like $7 an hour city worker drags the fence in front of the street at 4 p.m. on Friday, and then 5 minutes later, a taxi comes. The guy gets out, moves the fence, drives up the street, and doesn't close it behind him. So then it's not a closed street anymore, but it was supposed to be all weekend.
Hmm.
So down there, it's just kind of like the only people coming through are maybe motorcycles, but delivery trucks, whatever. But it's more enforced, I think, because there are so many restaurants, and the city cranked down on like the patio build.
Right.
Like
Because
everybody built patios because of COVID, so they can have outdoor seating. But a lot of people didn't do it up to code, so then there were rats living underneath, and that created a problem that I dealt with firsthand in my apartment.
is that why that,
Um,
did you ever like, are you sure that that's why that was? Like, are you pretty
yeah,
positive or?
yeah. Well, the landlord told so the tenant downstairs was a restaurant. Landlord told the tenant either tear down this thing because the city is coming after us. Tear down this thing, um, or we're not going to renew your lease. And they said, we're not tearing it down. It's good for business.
Right.
And so the landlord didn't renew their lease. And then they tore it down anyways. But when they tore it down, whatever was hiding out underneath, rats are really smart, but they're also really systematic. Like they learn the route to the food source, and they stick to the most efficient way to the food source. So they know I go against the curb to the left side of my body. Then I come to this point and I go straight left. Then I go upstairs. Then I go up gate. Then I go into hole. And when they disrupted the patio, however many rats, just they knew that that's where they go, and that hole was underneath my floor.
Damn, dude.
So yeah, I don't wish it upon anyone to feel what a rat stampede feels like when you're barefoot uh, on your wood floor and it happens underneath them.
In New York.
But then the Terminator comes. That's just some dude from Long Island with a polo shirt on who gets in his car and drives to the city from Long Island, and he comes and he drills holes in the wall, and he takes his little puffer and puffs poison powder into the hole in the wall, and he's like, "All right, I'm done." I'm like, "What? That's it?" He's like, "Yeah. Well, they walk through it now, and then they clean themselves, and then they die." I'm like, "Okay." So,
But that
what do
didn't
you think
work, right?
happened? Oh, it worked.
Oh, it did. Oh, but then they all just died under your floor.
They died under the floor, and then it smelled. And then, and then, where my intercom on the wall was, it wasn't. It wasn't flush. It's like just janky, you know. So
Sure.
there's like a 3 millimeter crack underneath the plastic, and all of a sudden, I've got like mutant flies appearing
Oh,
into my room
yeah, like
because
New York style flies.
they're like Ninja Turtle mutated flies that came from dead rat carcass
Yeah, that were
under the
also
floor.
mutated. Right. I feel like any animal in New York City is just a mutant version of it.
So,
Cockroaches, rats.
dude, it was insane because first off, I'm waking up at like 5 in the morning to the sound of just like scratching, just like just nonstop in the floor, in the wall, screeching, fighting, like everything. And then they
Dying.
die,
Yeah.
and then it smells. So the the landlord gave me $500 off my rent 1 month, which was July, I think. And then in September, I got my annual delivery notice of official mail I have to go pick up at the post office, which is usually the lease renewal. Like they just, certified mail so that it's marked as delivered and blah, 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 whatever. So I go down to the post office and I pick up the mail, and it's a lease non-renewal notice. I'm like, oh, this is fucking sick. So you're gonna kick me out because I am in no way agreeing to higher rent after this.
Right.
But the next guy has no idea what happened here.
Right.
Just classic new.
Did they ever clean the rats out?
No, there's what? How do you clean it out, dude? The whole time, the the storefront below me was vacant for like 8 months. They could not find a tenant in there, so they're dealing with it too. Like they couldn't get someone to move in because they also needed to use that space to go into the ceiling and like
Right.
do all these things. There's like those sticky twirly fly trap things hanging all over in this spot. So like my rent I got at the end of 2020, kind of COVID pricing, I paid 1650 for this place on Orchard, only one flight up. That was a studio, and the building wasn't bad. It was an older building, but everything was like taken care of, and appliances weren't new, but it wasn't old either. It had like enough, but I made it my home. So rent goes from 1650 to 2 grand, and you're just like, what? They tried to go straight to 2100 first year. And I'm like, dude, fuck, man, that's like $500 a month more. Like, what happened to your whole speech to my face about caring about making a strong relationship with your tenants and this and that? And there's like, okay, so they agreed to two, and then the next year it's 21, and the original documentation said that the apartment was a $2,800 apartment. And I'm like, okay, well, I know that's where they're headed. So uh, I'm not paying a dime more than what I already paid because of the rat problem and how susceptible it was to that. And eventually the problem went away, but um, yeah, just classic New York landlord situation. That's
Which is
just
this is like, I don't know, when I'm in
there's
Seoul or
there's
something,
worse.
what that you've
Like I'm
experienced.
no, not me, but
Oh, than
like
that.
people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like like there are real like this guy wasn't bad. Like I've dealt with enough people in my life in business and relationships to have a read on certain human beings, and like I don't think that he was a bad guy, but he was also trying to make money. So okay, whatever. But then there's like real slumlords, like won't fix things. Like if I said there was a problem, he had his they had a handyman, this Chinese gentleman who like he'd come over and take his shoes off at the door. It's like it was great. Like anything that needed to be fixed, it was like boom, done. Someone's there. You
Right.
know, he had a good operation, but he wanted he wanted to make more money off of the unit because New York was booming. And it's like, all right, cool. I'll take this as a sign that I need to detach from this thing that's extra energy I have to worry about. And I'm just going to focus on being here in Japan instead of playing the sublet game. I mean, I was making money. Like I made an extra $1,000 a month renting my place, and that paid for being here for free, basically.
Right.
Like, it's a
That's
sweet
when I think
deal.
that's like when I saw you in Japan, like, right? That's what you were doing Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was right when I got back, I think. Right when I got to this place in this neighborhood.
Are you still living in that same apartment with some?
Yeah, but I upgraded my room because
Nice.
my buddy who I just walked past one day randomly,
Right.
like we had no idea that we were both here, and we just walked past each other one day.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So then he was like in a different industry, kind of doing the same thing here as I was, just kind of going back and forth and exploring and learning. And so he ended up taking this room. Um, he left in June because he had to be in Paris for Fashion Week stuff, and he's got his own line of clothing that he's making with his Japanese source, like material and what's the word, like factory, fashion industry adjacent, knowing where to get things made here with Japanese materials. So he has his own thing going on. So he was going to be gone for like 2 months, and and this room was way better than the one I had. So I swapped. And now he's coming back, but he doesn't have a different place, so he's moving into the other room.
That's awesome.
But it's like the rent deal is so good here. So
And it
it's
hasn't
like,
changed, right?
no, when I tell people my rent went up in New York every year, they look at me like I've never heard of that before.
I mean,
Like
that's what I was thinking.
people
Like,
tell me their
how?
rent has never increased
Yeah.
here.
How do people like when people tell me that they prefer New York over Seoul or over Tokyo? I'm like, you must have zero preference of like comfort or like hygiene or anything because these are city like
or or
or
worry
saving
about
money,
money.
saving money or safety or like I just can't. I do think that New York is an amazing cultural hub. It's if you are a curious person, New York City is a must experience because maybe there's nowhere else in the world that's quite like New York where it's just so it's stacked with people of diversity, like not just like ethnicity, like every subculture, every subculture, even people that are
Everything.
like just unique. Like there's like just unique people in New York, right? Constantly. And it's, you won't get that in Seoul or Tokyo really at that level. But
No.
so you can experience that but then just get the fuck back out of there. Like
Yeah,
go,
like
yeah.
now I know I would love to have a routine of being in New York 1 month a year. Like for sure, I'm there for October. I would really like, crafting my perfect calendar would be New York, May into June, and then October kind of into November.
Hmm. So how's the
Just
weather right now in Tokyo?
it's hot. It's not like that bad this year. July last year was torture,
Hmm.
but it hasn't been as hot this time. Like last year, every day of the calendar, July, August, was just like 34 every day, 34, 35 every day. Like you look at the forecast, there's no heat wave or cool down. It's just every day, same temperature.
And it's humid,
Um,
right?
it's humid, but it's not like if New York was 95 degrees. You
It
know what I
feels
mean?
worse. It feels worse, right?
No. I don't think it's worse.
Okay.
Um, I think it feels like when Los Angeles is 94, 95 degrees
Hmm.
because that's really hot for LA. But what you feel on the west side of LA, Santa Monica, Venice, kind of like you still feel some humidity. Like I don't feel humidity in East LA. It's just the geography is like the hills going
Yeah.
up, so it's not letting much come inland. But what you feel on the beach side when it's hot in California, that's kind of what
Oh, I think he got kicked off because of the. Hold on. Wait 1 sec. Okay, so I guess I can't really use HelloTalk to do my interviews. Uh, Hey, what's up, everyone? If you're enjoying this podcast, make sure to go to my YouTube channel and my profile and subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to call Grams on WhatsApp.
Yo,
Yeah, are you able to like just leave like close out and then come back in or?
let me try. Yeah, it's like, give me $79 right now.
Good to know. So that was like well, I guess we started like an hour ago, right? I guess after an hour it kicks you out. If you don't, I don't get kicked out, so I don't know. That's weird.
But did you pay?
No,
You never paid for
I
a
did pay
subscription?
once. I did pay like back when I saw you in Japan, but now I don't pay anymore.
Like, it won't even let me open what you're doing. It's just trying to get me to buy it.
That's lame.
I'm clicking go look, and then it just says unlimited live and voice room, $12.99 a month, $79.99 for a year, or $200 for lifetime. Just like, I
All right,
don't.
hold up. I'm gonna close this. I'll close this then, and we can just talk on WhatsApp.
All right.
Um,
Still broadcasting.